Hey everyone, how are you today? I hope you are doing great, because today I have something very special for you. You have probably heard about the Mona Lisa, right? That small painting that almost everyone in the world knows. But here is the big question. Why is it so famous? Why do people talk about it all the time? And do you know how much it is worth? Let me tell you something surprising. The Mona Lisa is priceless. Yes, that is right. No amount of money in the world can buy it. But why is it so special? That is the mystery we are going to explore today. Listen carefully, because this story is also perfect for improving your English listening and speaking skills. Let us go back about 500 years, to the year 1503. At that time, there was a man named Leonardo da Vinci. He was not just smart. He was a true genius. The kind of genius we usually only read about in history books. Leonardo was not only a painter. He was also an engineer, a scientist, an architect, a sculptor, and even a map maker. He studied the stars in the sky, the human body, plants, and even fossils. It is amazing to think that one person could know so much. Leonardo da Vinci truly seemed able to do everything. Now let us talk about the Mona Lisa, the painting that made Leonardo da Vinci famous all over the world. Did you know that it took him about 14 years to finish this painting? 14 years is a very long time. Even more surprising, people believe he spent around 12 years working only on her lips. Yes, just her smile. That sounds unbelievable, but it helps explain why her expression feels so special. The Mona Lisa's smile is one of the biggest mysteries in art. Sometimes she looks happy. Sometimes she looks serious. Other times, it feels like she is hiding a secret. Her expression seems to change depending on how you look at her and how you feel when you see her. This effect makes the painting feel alive. Leonardo wanted her to look real, not like a simple picture. That is why he paid attention to every small detail, including her eyes, her hair, her skin, and especially her lips. Many people say her smile feels magical because it is so hard to understand. It pulls people in and makes them curious. But here is another mystery. Who is the Mona Lisa? The truth is, no one knows for sure. This unanswered question makes the painting even more interesting and powerful. And that is one big reason why the Mona Lisa continues to fascinate people all around the world. Many people have different ideas about who the Mona Lisa really is. Some believe she was a real woman named Lisa Gherardini. She was the wife of a rich merchant in Italy. Others think she was not a real person at all, but someone Leonardo imagined in his mind. There is also a very wild theory. Some people believe the Mona Lisa is actually a self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci, painted as a woman. It sounds crazy, but this idea makes the mystery even more interesting. Now let us look at some fascinating details about the painting. First, her eyes. Many people say her eyes seem to follow you wherever you go. No matter where you stand, it feels like she is watching you. It can feel a little creepy, but also very cool. Second, the background. If you look closely, the background does not look like a real place. It looks dreamy and magical, like a world from imagination. Third, her smile. This is the biggest mystery of all. Is she happy? Is she sad? Or is she hiding a secret? This is why people call it the most mysterious smile in the world. Now let us talk about one of the most dramatic moments in the history of the Mona Lisa. Yes, the painting was once stolen. Believe it or not, this shocking event is actually what made the Mona Lisa famous around the world. It sounds unbelievable, but it is true. Let us dive into this exciting story. Before that, we need to answer an important question. Why is the Mona Lisa in France and not in Italy? Leonardo da Vinci was Italian, so why is his painting in France? Here is the reason. In the last years of his life, Leonardo moved to France. He was invited by the French king, King Francis I. The king admired Leonardo's work and wanted him to live in the royal court. He gave Leonardo a beautiful home near the Loire Valley. Leonardo spent his final years there. When Leonardo da Vinci died in 1519, the Mona Lisa stayed in France. The French royal family kept the painting. Later, it became part of the Louvre Museum in Paris. The painting is still there today, protected and admired by millions of visitors. Now comes the most exciting part of the story. The theft. This happened in the year 1911, more than 100 years ago. At that time, the Mona Lisa was just one painting among many in the Louvre. People admired it, but it was not the most famous painting in the world yet. The thief was a man named Vincenzo Perugia. He was an Italian handyman who worked at the Louvre Museum. Perugia believed the Mona Lisa belonged to Italy, not France. He thought the French had stolen it and that he was doing the right thing by taking it back. One morning, he hid inside the museum after it closed. When the building was empty, he went to the room where the Mona Lisa was displayed. He took the painting off the wall, hid it under his coat, and walked out. There were no alarms. No guards stopped him. It was shockingly easy. When the news broke, the world went crazy. Newspapers everywhere talked about the missing Mona Lisa. Even though the painting was not extremely famous before, the mystery made everyone curious. What is even stranger is that people began visiting the Louvre just to see the empty wall where the painting used to hang. For 2 years, the Mona Lisa was missing, and no one knew where it was. During this time, many famous people were suspected, including the artist Pablo Picasso. Yes, even he was questioned. Finally, in 1913, Perugia was caught when he tried to sell the painting to an art dealer in Italy. The dealer recognized the real Mona Lisa and called the police. Perugia was arrested, and the painting was returned safely to the Louvre. Here is the truth. Before the theft, the Mona Lisa was admired mainly by art lovers. After the theft, it became a global legend. The mystery, the drama, and the story behind it turned the Mona Lisa into the most famous painting in the world. Before the theft, the Mona Lisa was admired, but it was not a global icon. However, the theft changed everything. The story of the stolen painting was so dramatic that newspapers all around the world wrote about it for months. People became fascinated with the Mona Lisa. They talked about her mysterious smile, her long history, and her incredible value. When the painting was finally returned to the Louvre, millions of people came to see it. Since then, it has remained the most visited painting in the world. Now let us talk about money. How much is the Mona Lisa worth? In 1962, the painting was insured for $100 million. If we adjust that amount for today's value, it would be more than $900 million. But the truth is, the Mona Lisa is priceless. No matter how rich a person is, they cannot buy it. After the theft, the Louvre decided to protect the painting like never before. Today, the Mona Lisa is kept inside a special case made of bulletproof glass. This glass also controls temperature and humidity to keep the painting safe and preserved. The Mona Lisa is not famous only because of her mysterious smile or her perfect details. She is famous because of the powerful stories behind her. She was painted by one of the greatest geniuses in history, Leonardo da Vinci. Her identity is still a mystery. And the dramatic theft turned her into a worldwide legend. These stories together made the Mona Lisa more than just a painting. They made her a symbol. Now that we have talked about Leonardo da Vinci and the dramatic theft, it is time to go even deeper. There is much more to the Mona Lisa than a smile or a crime story. Let me take you on a journey into the secrets, surprises, and little-known facts hidden inside this painting. Get ready, because this part is truly amazing. Have you ever looked at a painting and felt like the eyes were following you? This is exactly what many people feel when they look at the Mona Lisa. No matter where you stand, her gaze seems to follow you around the room. How is this possible? It is because Leonardo da Vinci used a special painting technique called sfumato. This Italian word means soft. Leonardo blended the colors so smoothly that there are no sharp lines. This makes her eyes look very real, almost alive. Some people even say the Mona Lisa knows your secrets because of the way she looks at you. Now let us talk about her famous smile. It is not just a smile. It is a mystery. When you feel happy, her smile may look warm and cheerful. When you feel sad, it may look soft and a little melancholic. This changing expression is one reason why people can never stop talking about the Mona Lisa. It feels like the Mona Lisa's expression changes with your mood. But how did Leonardo da Vinci create this effect? He used light and shadow in a very careful and perfect way. Because of this, her face looks different depending on how you look at her and how you feel. Sometimes she looks happy. Sometimes she looks serious or thoughtful. This visual trick is often called the Mona Lisa effect, and it is one of the reasons the painting feels so alive. Now look closely at the background of the Mona Lisa. It is not just random hills and rivers. It looks like a dreamlike world. There are winding roads, small bridges, and flowing water that seem to go nowhere. The background feels mysterious and unreal. One very interesting fact is that the two sides of the background do not match. The left side is lower than the right side. This imbalance creates a strange illusion and adds even more mystery to the painting. Some people believe the background represents the dual nature of life, such as happiness and sadness, or reality and dreams. Here is where the story becomes even more exciting. Over the years, experts have studied the Mona Lisa using modern technology like X-rays and infrared cameras. What they discovered surprised everyone. They found that Leonardo made many changes while painting her. Under her current smile, there is another earlier version of her expression that looks slightly different. This shows how carefully Leonardo worked to achieve perfection. Some researchers also believe they found tiny letters and numbers hidden in her eyes. These markings may be Leonardo's initials or secret symbols. Another surprising detail is that the Mona Lisa has no eyebrows or eyelashes. Many people think Leonardo did this on purpose to make her face look more timeless and universal, not tied to one specific era. The Mona Lisa has also lived a very dramatic life. Besides being stolen, she has survived wars, revolutions, and even attacks. During the French Revolution, the painting was moved to a storage room to protect it from damage. During World War II, it was hidden in a secret location to keep it safe from the Nazis. In 1956, Someone threw a rock at the painting and chipped a small part of it. Another person tried to spray paint it but was stopped just in time. Because of these events, the Louvre now protects the Mona Lisa behind strong bulletproof glass. Today, the Mona Lisa is not only a painting. She is a global symbol. She has inspired music, movies, and even internet memes. Famous musicians like Nat King Cole and Beyoncé have mentioned her in songs. She has appeared in films, TV shows, and cartoons. Her image has been recreated in many creative ways, from Lego art to coffee foam designs. This shows how deeply the Mona Lisa has entered modern culture. All of this shows how deeply the Mona Lisa has become part of our global culture. But the big question remains, why can people not stop talking about her? It is not only because of her beauty or her mysterious smile. It is because of the stories, the history, and the emotions connected to her. The Mona Lisa is more than a painting. She is a symbol of art, mystery, and human creativity. Leonardo da Vinci put his heart and soul into this masterpiece, and it shows. Even after more than 500 years, she still feels alive. That is why millions of people travel to Paris every year just to see her, even if they only get a few seconds in front of the painting. Over the years, the Mona Lisa has been surrounded by many mysteries. Because of this, people have created some very interesting and sometimes wild theories. One famous theory suggests that the Mona Lisa might be a self-portrait of Leonardo da Vinci. Some experts believe he painted himself as a woman. When people compare Leonardo's face to the Mona Lisa, they notice small similarities. This has led some to think that he wanted to show both his masculine and feminine sides in one image. Another mystery is the question of who the Mona Lisa really is. Many historians believe she is Lisa Gherardini, the wife of a wealthy merchant. However, others think she could be someone completely different. Some say she may have been a noble woman, a goddess, or even an imaginary person created by Leonardo. There are also theories that she represents eternal beauty, rather than a real individual. Some people believe that Leonardo hid secret messages inside the painting. They think there may be hidden symbols or codes in her eyes, her clothing, or the background. These symbols could contain messages about his inventions, discoveries, or personal beliefs. While no one can be completely sure, these ideas add another layer of mystery and excitement to the painting. Think about this. The Mona Lisa is more than 500 years old, yet she still feels modern and relevant today. One reason is her universal appeal. Her expression shows emotions that are hard to explain. Some people see happiness, others see sadness, and some see mystery. No matter what you feel, you connect with her. She speaks to people from every culture, country, and language. Another reason is Leonardo da Vinci's genius. He was far ahead of his time. He combined science, mathematics, and art to create something completely new. The Mona Lisa is not just a painting. It is a masterpiece of human achievement. It represents what is possible when creativity and intelligence come together. Finally, her global fame plays a huge role. The Mona Lisa has survived wars, thefts, and even attacks, yet she remains one of the most famous artworks in history. Her story shows the power of art to survive time, bring people together, and represent human creativity and perseverance. Owning the Mona Lisa would be like owning a piece of human history itself. What truly makes the Mona Lisa special is how she continues to inspire millions of people every year. She is not just a painting hanging in a museum. She is a reminder of what humans can achieve when they dream big. Leonardo da Vinci did not paint the Mona Lisa for money or fame. He painted her because he loved his craft and wanted to create something meaningful. He worked on this painting for 14 years, spending nearly 12 years perfecting her lips alone. His dedication, patience, and passion are still visible today, and that is why the Mona Lisa will never be forgotten. The story of the Mona Lisa shows us the true value of patience and hard work. Leonardo da Vinci never lived to see how famous his painting would become. Still, his work changed the world forever. The Mona Lisa teaches us a powerful lesson: dream big and never stop learning. Leonardo was not only a painter. He was also a scientist, an inventor, and a deep thinker. He showed us that curiosity and creativity have no limits. The Mona Lisa also reminds us to be patient and stay dedicated. This painting was not created in one day or even 1 year. It took many years of careful work and attention to detail. Leonardo spent a long time perfecting even the smallest parts. This teaches us that great things take time, and that is okay. When we stay patient and keep improving, our efforts can lead to something truly special. Leonardo da Vinci also inspires us to leave our own mark on the world. Every person has something unique to offer. It could be art, music, teaching, writing, or any other passion. When we follow what we love and give it our best effort, our work can inspire others for generations to come. Just like the Mona Lisa, our creations can carry meaning far beyond our own lifetime. The Mona Lisa is not just a painting. She is a story, a symbol, and a masterpiece that connects people all over the world. Every time you look at her, you are reminded of Leonardo da Vinci's genius and the power of art to change how we think and feel. She shows us that creativity can cross time, borders, and cultures. As you walk away from this story, take a moment to ask yourself a few questions. What is your version of the Mona Lisa? What can you create that will inspire others? How can you leave your own mark on the world? These questions are important, because everyone has the ability to create something meaningful. This is the grand finale of the Mona Lisa mystery. I hope you enjoyed every part of this journey and learned something new along the way. Remember, the Mona Lisa is more than just a painting. She is a reminder of what we can achieve when we dream, work hard, stay patient, and never give up. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey. Now go out there and create your own masterpiece.